Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and this show is part of the larger Capitalize Your Best podcast network of shows. On Mondays, we have this show, This Is Gonna Hurt, which is about making a better you. This is our personal growth podcast. On Tuesdays, we have Coach Training Partners. That helps coaches create programs and increase their revenue. On Wednesdays, we have Capitalize Your Best, which is our business and marketing growth podcast. On Thursdays, we don't have a formal podcast, but we do have a live 11 a.m. Capitalize coaching call within the Capitalize Your Best online community. I'll tell you more about that at the end. And then sometimes on Fridays, we have You're Entitled to Your Opinion, which is our pop culture podcast. But always, friends, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and your comments. I appreciate you being here every week. Let's jump right in. This is the summer where I decided to do whatever it takes. This summer, I decided to do whatever it takes to meet my goals. If you've been following along, we're in the midst of the Capitalize Summer Accelerator, which is a 31-day growth goal-oriented program where you set a goal for mind, body, and money, and then we send out 3 accountability videos per day, and then we have a Thursday coaching call, and then we have personal one-on-one, and the goal is to set a stretch goal in mind, body, and money and try to reach those things to have a summer like no other. So I decided this is the summer I'm going all in. I'm going to do whatever it takes to reach these goals because summers are unique. The pace is a little bit lighter. There's less expectations, but you don't want to give up. You don't want to have atrophy. You don't want to go backwards and have a lazy summer. You want to enjoy your summer, but you don't want to go backwards. So here are the 3 things that I did to do whatever it takes. The first thing I did to do whatever it takes this summer is focusing on my mind and building my mind capital. My goal has been to read 4 books, beginning to end, hold them in your hand, not audiobooks this summer. Well, what that means is with the course of my day, I'm squeezing in a little bit reading here and there. But what that means is in the evenings, instead of just enjoying a show, or in the evenings, instead of doom scrolling, then I'm going to pick up a book and I'm going to read. And I'm going to tell you, that choice to go all in and do whatever it takes this summer to reach that goal has made such a difference. Because not only am I reading these 4 books, I've read so much more. I read The War of Art, which was absolutely amazing. I finished The Millionaires of Genesis by Catherine Ponder. I'm rereading Sex, Money, and Kiss by Gene Simmons, but I've also re-picked up Tim Grover's Relentless. I've been picking up books here and there that I've had lying around the house. I'm like, I'm going to read this. I revisited The 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene, and that choice of doing whatever it takes and going all in this summer for my mind capital has enabled me to grow. All of a sudden, my mind is way more active than just watching television or doom scrolling. That choice has made all the difference. And what I want to ask you is there's still time this summer. What could you do to do whatever it takes to grow your mind this summer? You could reach out and capture the last 10 days of the Summer Accelerator. You could set a goal. You could make yourself accountable. You could reach out to others. But don't give up on this summer. Do whatever it takes. I've done that for my mind this summer, and it has paid every single dividend I imagine, and even more so. This is the summer I decided to do whatever it takes for my money. I set, as part of the Summer Accelerator, a large revenue goal, the biggest month we'd ever had at Capitalize. But then I realized, you know what? Make that the goal in every aspect with money. So that means that we've gone out to eat so much less, very few trips to the coffee shop and that kind of thing. But then I found opportunities to making a little bit of money here and there. You know what I've done? Twice a week, I've been opening a gym, making minimum wage at the local YMCA, and I love it. I was on the board of the YMCA, and they reached out and they're like, hey, do you know anybody who wants to work Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 9 this summer? And I was like, I'll do it. They're like, why would you do that? You're a grown man. I was like, listen, I'm awake. Anyway, I don't meet people that early as much on the summer. 5 to 9 is not that big of a deal. I love the Y. I love the people there. And that choice has been fantastic. Have I made a lot of money from it? No. But you know what? Over the course of the summer, I'm going to make a car payment by hanging out with my friends. And the hardest thing about it is cleaning gym equipment. And I don't mind that at all. I like a clean gym. Then I had a realtor reach out to me and they're like, hey, we have closing and the owners are going to move in. Do you know anybody who can cut the grass? I was like, I'll cut the grass. They're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I love cutting grass. So all of a sudden, I picked up a side cutting grass gig. Pays like $75 an hour. Now, that's not the big stuff that's going to get me to my giant goal, but it's the small things that add up over and over and over again in the summer. And I've loved it. I've gone all in. I've absolutely loved it. The next thing we can do as we roll into August is my family and I, we're going to start putting a bunch of stuff on on Facebook Marketplace. We don't need this junk anymore. Let's get rid of it. But we're making a solid choice to do whatever it takes. The summer of doing whatever it takes to achieve our money goals, and it's been transformative. This has been the summer where I've decided to do whatever it takes for my body. I run regularly. I work out regularly. But I can say at this point in time, I'm in the best physical shape of my entire life. Because when I have opportunities to take a call, I'm now walking. I'm sometimes now walking 11 miles a day. And that's not even my running. But I'm like, if I've got to have a conversation, I might as well go for a walk. I set a goal to do 2,000 pull-ups in the Summer Accelerator. So sometimes I'm doing 150. One day I did 200 pull-ups in one day. It's just a matter of deciding that every hour, every half hour, I'm going to go over to the pull-up bar and do some pull-ups. Or when I'm at the gym, do some pull-ups, and I'm tracking them. And it's made every difference. I'm in the singular best shape of my life at age 55. Now my next goal is to get fast again. So that's where August is going to be. But I'm telling you what, when I made a choice to go all in, when I decided to do whatever it takes for my body, it has made every difference in the world. Maybe you want to make this the summer where you do whatever it takes. I want to give you 3 tips real quick how you can do that. Maybe you haven't done our Summer Accelerator of Mind, Body, and Money, but I've got 3 quick tips. If you want to go all in, if you want to do whatever it takes this summer, here's what I want you to do. Number 1, I want you to decide before you feel like it. Decide, hey, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Doesn't matter if I feel like it or not. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to decide before you feel like it. That decision will be stronger than what you feel like in the moment. Don't negotiate with your goals. Don't negotiate. Decide before you do it. 2, I want you to do the boring thing. You know what the boring thing is? It's just doing pull-ups. You know what the boring thing is? Sometimes it's just going for a walk. But the boring things make such a difference. Boring leads to discipline, and discipline leads to change. Do the boring thing. And if you want to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals this summer, the 3rd thing is very important. Protect your energy. If you find that drinking too much takes your energy, you got to protect your energy first. If you find these people are draining your energy, you got to protect your energy first. If you know that certain environments are sucking your energy, go somewhere else. Protect your energy because you need it to execute, and you also don't know when something's going to come up, and you need to be able to move into action. But friends, if you want to do whatever it takes this summer, that's my 3 recommendations. Decide before you feel like it, do the boring things, and protect your energy. If this kind of encouragement is something that you would like more of, I encourage you to enjoy the Capitalize Your Best online community. This is not social media. There's no algorithms. There's no ads. It's a separate community apart from social media. We have daily coaching, weekly coaching calls, monthly end of month seminars, free courses, paid courses, and a Wednesday night book club. I got a 7-day free pass for you. After that, it's $29 a month, which is cheaper than a tank of gas, and it'll take you a lot further. So friends, if you'd like to know more, reach out to me. I've got that 7-day pass for you. And always, friends, thanks so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you again next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.